Hello.
I'm Nair.
And I'm Bella.
And we wanted to bring you to Storytime. We're going to talk about something that happened years ago, or that we did years ago, that has to do with anime. So when we were young, we had a couple of neighbors who were right around our age, and we also had some family members who were around our age. And we had a big Sailor Moon club where we were Sailor Moon characters, and we had Husbandos, husbands, from DBZ. I was almost always Jupiter or Mercury sometimes, and Vegeta was actually my husband.
So I think I was always Sailor Mars. I don't think I was ever anybody but Sailor Mars.
No, I think you were Saturn most of the time. Once that came out and we watched that bit of Saturn. But I think you were Mercury a couple times?
No. Our brunette friend, she was always Mercury. And then our blonde-haired friend was always Sailor Venus or Sailor Moon.
Pretty much always Sailor Moon. But no, I'm quite certain that the brunette one was Mars most of the time. And I know you were Saturn after Saturn became a thing. And then she became Pluto after they all came out. She was Pluto all the time after that. But whether we were one character or another, our husbando never changed. Bellows was Trunks, which is, weird, but whatever. Well, I meant weird because mine was Vegeta. So, Daddy-o.
Yes, Mr. Receding Hairline, such an attractive guy.
And it wasn't so much physical attraction. I have either a liking for really good, like genuinely good people that are at least
Goku.
3D. No, he's 2D. I know, it's probably going to get people angry, but he's a 2D character. But 3D characters, like deep characters who are good, who maybe went through something, I really like them. But sometimes I like the crazy, murderous, cold side of it, too. So
cold.
That...
Did you hear that? That's a key word, and everybody she likes, they're cold.
Like I said, one way or the other, but I was young. I mean, we were talking like, what, 12, 13,
8.
14? Something like that. Well, no, you had to have been you were at least 8. But I think it wasn't until we were like 10 or something and up. But anyway, we were the kind that ran off the school bus and jumped over the couch to watch Sailor Moon and DBZ as well, and because our friends had cable or whatever it was.
Cable. Toonami.
Yeah. And we didn't, so we went over there and watched all of that. They got us into it, and I believe their brother got them into it. We mentioned this in a different video. Part of this anyways.
Yeah, so one of my cringy things that I remember is I actually had a bath towel with Trunks on it that I would lay over the back of my bed and pretend to like sleep next to. So
the pillow without the stuffing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
we was
kids.
Well, I had so many DBZ printed pictures, some of them of poor pixelated quality. And I actually colored in some of them, too, myself, on the computer, and had them plastered all over my room. Some Sailor Moon ones, too. I think Belle Dandy, too. I think I had some of her from Oh My Goddess. But yeah. Something funny about that, for as much as I got obsessed with DBZ, was that I refused to watch it for a long time. I watched Tenchi, and I watched Sailor Moon, but I refused to watch DBZ because it just didn't seem like it was going to be interesting to me. It did not seem like it was going to be interesting at all. And then I got really into it. I started watching when Frieza became a thing, so I didn't watch the very early DBZ or Dragon Ball. And then I missed a couple episodes where Goku basically defeats Frieza. So I went from Frieza's this really bad guy, he's really strong, and nobody can beat him, and all this bad stuff's happening, and Goku's not really beating him either, to where Cell comes, and you see that carcass and the purple blood, and it looks kind of like one of Frieza's transformations, and I'm like, it's Frieza! He's back! He didn't die! And my friend made fun of me, because they're like, no, it's not Frieza. And I'm like, but I missed the part where Frieza was killed by Trunks. I did actually watch where Goku was fighting with him, but then I missed where Trunks actually killed him legitimately, so that's why I thought Frieza was back again, because you can't get rid of him. And he has so many transformations, it wouldn't surprise me if he had one more up his sleeve, Up his non-existent sleeve. The man's naked. Anyway.
Maybe he's hiding it in his hand. His 3-digit.
I don't know, I think it was 4-digit. Was it 4? Yeah, because I think his feet were 3, and then his hand was 4.
Maybe. No, actually, I think his feet were 4 because he had 3 toes and then a back toe. Like a bird, almost.
I don't remember. Either way.
Actually, one story that I remembered about us actually playing, because we pretty much would run around, think 90s, early 2000s childhood playing. Okay, you guys, if you're old enough to remember that, before electronics were really big, and you actually ran outside with sticks, being the sailor wand, and we would do our, moves, and, Sailor Venus, try to do the opening.
Oh, yeah, we sang the opening and the opening of DBZ. I recorded that on a mixtape.
I have that tape.
Yeah.
I have that tape.
Yeah, we recorded on a mixtape.
If you know what we mean by that. If you're old enough to know how to make a tape. But yeah, so... Anyway, I remember actually the friend that played Sailor Moon. I don't know if you remember this, but if she was gonna lose or whatever... Or maybe we all were. I think we usually played on the same team, and then we were fighting, what was her name? Queen Beryl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if she was going to lose, she would do something called, Universe Explosion. You remember that?
No,
and just
dude, I don't remember
all of
any
us
of it.
would die. Do you understand? All of us would die, because we're all the planets, and we would all explode. But it was like a last-ditch effort to defeat the enemy, but because she was Sailor Moon, she had Universe Explosion, and she just would choose, okay, well, we're all gonna be sacrifices now, and goodbye.
The Earth survives? Is that the point?
I guess the Earth survives.
You would hope so. Because then what's the point? Maybe a future without a whole lot of pain and suffering, but I don't know. Either way, I forgot to mention earlier that one of the other family members played with us. Well, 2 of them, and one played Jupiter sometimes, and then the other one, I can't remember which Sailor Moon character she played as, but her husbando was Krillin.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
who chooses Krillin? Who chooses Krillin, guys?
Another short person.
Android 18, apparently, so,
that's true.
If you're going by the show, then,
Because our family members
hot
also
girls
blonde.
like Krillin.
That's true. Sailor Moon's husbando was Gohan, and Pluto's
was Piccolo.
Green hair, green skin. Yeah.
And then the one who played Jupiter sometimes, it was Goten.
Oh yeah, Goten.
Yeah. She was young, guys. Don't worry, it wasn't weird.
Yeah.
We used to play in the shed of our neighbor's yard, is where the actual Sailor Moon Club was. Yeah,
we made a banner, too.
And wasn't their little sister, what's her name, Reenie?
Yes.
With the pink hair, yeah. 90% of the time we would kick her out because she was really annoying, and we were...
Like Reenie.
we were in...
She was just acting the part.
We were... Not always, but we used to draw pictures and hang them up in the shed, try to decorate it. We tried to turn our basement into a clubhouse for a while. We spray painted it with trees,
and flowers,
sad little trees in the dark with the dirt basement floor.
Oh, God. Well, guys, I don't know how interesting you found this, but that was Storytime. Sailor Moon Club with DBZ Husbandos.
Sailor Moon meets DBZ.
Mm-hmm. And get together.
The Sailor Scouts meet.
The Z Fighters.
Yeah. I was like, what are they called? The Dragon Force?
And we'll pretend that none of them were married and
Yeah, we
have
won't take
kids
any of
and-
that into logistics here.
Yeah, no. It didn't have to make sense. It just was.
I think we pretty much just chose our favorite character and we're like, yep, that's the one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. That is all, folks.
Thanks for listening.
See you later.
Or talk to you.
Yes, that. You will not see us, but we will see you.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Bye-bye.